What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. Make sure you guys hit the like button down below. It helps out the channel greatly. Make sure you subscribe to the channel down below as well. It helps you find the videos much easier so you don't have to search for them, and it helps out the channel as well. So it's a win-win situation for both of us. Let's take a look at the MicroStrategy. Again, a very popular stock, one of my favorites. And I want to answer a couple questions more in depth that I had in my past video where I was expecting MicroStrategy to drop 70% or more. When is that going to happen? Well, obviously at the top of this bull cycle. Every stock generally has like a cycle to it. So in the past cycle, let's go back here on the log scale in here in 2021, 2020, 2021. So what was this? This was a bull cycle. It lasted about from the bottom of March 20th, you could say, up until about February 2021. So about a 1-year bull cycle. And then look what happened when the top occurred. We measure from the high to the low. Price crashed about 90%, or it dropped 90%. So that's what I'm expecting to occur for MicroStrategy once again. Maybe not as much because it's a much larger company, but I would say at least 70% at the top, we're going to probably see a correction take place. Again, it's going to shift from a bull cycle to a bear cycle, and the bear cycle will probably last just as long as Bitcoin's bull and bear cycles. So again, it's pretty chained closely and tied closely to Bitcoin, the cycles. So we'll see what happens this cycle for MicroStrategy. So I'm expecting it to drop 70% or more at the top. I'm not expecting it to, rally massively and then just maintain its high price level. No, it's not going to, most likely not going to do that. This is a very volatile stock. As you can see here, just recently it dropped 50% from this high to this low, or almost 50%, 47%. So 70% or more is not crazy, especially at the top of a cycle. This is not the top of the cycle. It still looks like we're going to take out the prior high and exceed it exceptionally. But at the top of the cycle, I'm expecting a 70% drop or more for MicroStrategy. And then the next thing, I'll discuss it more on the weekly chart, which was my price target of $4,000. And I'll go over that more in depth on the weekly chart. Okay, let's take a look at the daily chart. What's happening today? Well, we're still maintaining buying pressure, which is a good sign. This level was going to be difficult for the bulls to push through, this 367, 368 level, because it was prior resistance. It was prior support. And then it turned into resistance a couple of times, and now price is still at that level. We did see a small rejection from it yesterday, and then we're seeing buying pressure today, which tells me that the bulls are not giving up. I think the bulls are still in control of the short-term price action, and they're trying to drive up the price towards the 401 level, which is the measure move target. So we still have another day left in this week, and still have a couple more hours left in this trading session. But overall, I think bulls are still in control of the market in the short term, and they want to push up the price higher. Now, let's say, the bulls give up and this level holds. Well, where are we going to go next? Probably back down to the support level of 320. And then most likely, if that one doesn't hold, we're going to see a gap fill up to 275 and then the measurement target of 240. So those targets are not invalidated yet. We need to see invalidation occur at those levels. And what would invalidate those targets, which would be a break above the 440 level, because that's where the measurement target starts from. This is all one large drop here, and this is where the measurement target starts from, the 440 level, 440, 445. So if we see a break above those levels, this would invalidate the target. Even if we do see a nice rally to the 415 level, we could still drop down towards the measurable target. Very unlikely in that situation. I don't expect MicroStrategy to break above this level, something like this, and then fail, and then just continue trading sideways for a while. That's not most likely going to happen. I don't think it's needed to occur in the market. When the market is overextended, yes, it can go into a longer term decline, but again, this is not overextended now anymore. It's pretty much caught up to the average, the EMA. So I'm expecting it to rally now. I'm not expecting it to continue trading sideways or even continue dropping down lower. So if you do see a nice break above the 368 level, 370 level with strong buying pressure with decision, strong decisive break through that level, then there's a good chance it will stay above there. So overall, it's still holding up very well in the short term, expecting higher prices. I need to see Bitcoin as well hold above the 99,500 level, $99,000 level, because it's trying to break outside of its consolidation pattern. And if we can do that, I'm expecting higher prices for MicroStrategy. So again, overall, short term looking pretty good. Medium term, it's still looking good as well. It's breaking this bearish trend line, which is a good sign. The only thing left for the bears is the measurement target and this resistance above 367, 368. But I think it'll probably be taken out by the bulls. So we'll see what happens for MicroStrategy. But overall, still looking very good. Looking at the weekly chart, you can see that we have caught up to the EMA, which is a good sign. We're no longer overextended, so that means the bulls are ready to reload and push up the price higher. And again, this is setting up to be a nice continuation pattern. So overall, that's all I have for MicroStrategy on the daily and weekly charts. I do want to cover one more thing, the $4,000 price target. So if you go on the log scale and you do a measure move target of the prior move up higher, which is this one right over here, this is all one large leg. And if you drag it over, this is the start of the second large leg, and that's right around $4,200. Let's just say $4,000 just to round it. And it's easier to remember. $4,000. Is MicroStrategy going to get there this cycle? I think there's a good possibility of that. And the reason being is that if Bitcoin doubles or possibly triples, there's a good chance that MicroStrategy will 5, 6, 7x. And again, that will take it to, it won't take it to $4,000 level, but what will take it to that level is the just the optimism in the market, the fear and greed will take it to that price level. You will see something very similar to probably the dot-com bubble. You'll see massive amount of buying, something like this, where there's a lot of greed in the market and people just continue buying at crazy price levels. I'm expecting something like this to occur. That's generally how these volatile stocks end. They end up with a blow off top. So I'm expecting that target, but don't expect it to be there for a long time. It might be just 1 or 2 trading days, and then we'll probably see a crash down lower. And again, $4,000, that's not including a stock split, obviously, right? So if we split again, then we're not going to see $4,000 from $30. So just think of it in terms of market cap. A $1 trillion market cap at the end of this cycle, this Bitcoin bull cycle, is not crazy. It's pretty reasonable, and in the price analysis says that as well. So I don't think it's crazy to see a $1 trillion market cap for MicroStrategy this Bitcoin bull cycle. So that's all I have for MicroStrategy in the daily weekly charts, and we'll see what happens. Let's see if we can break through that resistance level. As you can see here, it's trying to break through. I'm looking for a decisive breakthrough that level, and then we can start looking for a retest of this prior high. We can start entertaining these higher price levels. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.